As more people seek to discover their ancestral roots or find long-lost family members, their DNA becomes a part of a database. Most are private or proprietary, but a free online database called GEDmatch allows users to upload those DNA results to find and connect with long-lost family members. That searchability, though, has also been used by cold case detectives, and that has generated some pushback and privacy concerns. Now the company is saying it will automatically opt all law enforcement out. He terrorized California residents for decades, committing at least 13 murders and 50 rapes. He continued to terrorize First Coast resident Diane Stein, the mother of his last known victim.
And he would say, "I'm gonna kill you," in a low but almost childish voice on the phone.
When the Golden State Killer was finally caught, it was because of the GEDmatch database.
It is fitting that today is National DNA Day. We found the needle in the haystack.
In May, the company changed its terms of service, taking away law enforcement's unlimited access to DNA profiles.
It immediately took criminal investigations to a standstill, just to a screeching halt.
Ryan Backman is the founder of Project Cold Case here in Jacksonville. He says forensic genetic genealogy revolutionized cold case investigations, being able to take DNA from a crime scene and match it with familial hits. It may be as close as a sibling or a parent, or further out like a second, third, or fourth cousin. But the new policy changes the default settings for law enforcement, automatically limiting their access.
They basically blanket opted everyone that had a profile in their database out so that law enforcement could not use them, and then every individual had to go in and physically opt back in to allow law enforcement to have access to their profile.
The pressure to change the company's terms of service came after the site allowed law enforcement to use it to solve an assault case in Utah, a case which was not a murder or a rape. Backman says he believes part of the pressure is because the general public doesn't understand DNA matching is the first, not the last, step in the investigation.
And then the real investigation has to start. You have to be able to prove that that person had the opportunity, had a motive, was in that area. All of those things still come into play. And then typically you have to go get DNA from that person to match it up one-to-one, to make sure that it's a match.
Law enforcement still has to match a suspect's DNA to a crime scene. Those in favor of the new policy says it gives users a choice about how their DNA is used. But some in law enforcement and some victims' families worry it will have a chilling effect on solving already cold cases. In Jacksonville, Katie Jeffries with photographer Jeff Renfro for First Coast News on your side.